Okay, hello everyone. Early maintenance jump scare, but that is always welcome. So we'll just get a head start on starting this MSQ. I've been very excited, looking forward to what the end of Dawn Trail is going to bring. So let's just get into it. I'll dedicate myself to healing magic so I may help treat people's wounds. Every time it's being processed to reacquire my abilities, but a necessary one that I dare not rush, even though there's no telling when Calyx will make his next move. Okay, exciting. So they just outright confirm that Sphene is going to be a healer in our group. I'll finish all of the MSQ within this play session. I'm only planning to go for about an hour or two. So if you have a moment, Gregor wants to take stock of the current crises. Bolivian may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like to lend your perspective to the conversation. Okay, not surprising. He's known for his advancements in electro technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless. Okay. I knew that already. Kind of knew that. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. Like in his possession, he will draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. Oh. Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Hey, that looks... It's actually a pretty nice book. Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane art, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought he wanted to pair the healers together. Sounded not very smart. Wait, what? Was this always a thing? What the fuck? Oh, that must be new. I hope they don't have that every single time there's an escort. That'd be kind of annoying. Another Neo regulator believer. A good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheeler dropped right out of the sky and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I feel like we're just gonna hear the same stories again and again. Just my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first. But now that I've gone through with the registration, I've never felt more at ease. Oh god. There's a new factor in these stories we've heard, one we hadn't considered during our discussion. I think it's the fights that are likely to break out over these. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was wrong. That? Residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we normally think about. This is like one guy. I thought he meant something collectively in all these stories. This is also one guy though. The casualties from the recent attacks and check whether they not have regulators or quit. Okay. Fair assessment. She'll concede there. Still kind of sad they haven't like added like mounting in these types of cities. Okay, what do you got, Jed? Know if the people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators? I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. Gathered much. cutscene? Anyone who had removed the regular was a priority target. Okay. Perhaps the sowing of terror is in service to another scheme, or he had some other need for the lives he's taken. Isn't there? You know, I kind of forgot that the people who died kind of turned into Undertale dust, Loki. Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, what's happening? Dust but no bodies. Now, where have I heard that before? Yeah. That's what I'm remembering. Oh my god, it's been years. In that case, we should confirm if the substance was present at other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Actions. Okay. That's not good. God damn. Here. Well, that's not.
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Yo, can we help that guy?
Leave him alone!
Okay. Geode. Single-handedly raising the machinist's social cred.
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me...
A regulator, I'm assuming? Wait. Oh, never mind.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hand.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Wait, it does kind of look like Otis. What the fuck? What?
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Oh, that's not good. Yo, we should like run there.
Go to them, quickly!
Hey. Have no fear. 2 healers are here.
Ryakwe!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother,
Oh.
please.
Isadora!
Okay. Can I help? I'm just gonna stand there. Okay, awesome. We're so back.
Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, this kid's a real one. Wait. Okay, ask and I shall receive, I guess. That kind of just threw me for a loop. Didn't expect that.
Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
I think I'm just being baited. I think he just slightly resembles it is. Stopped responding to our communications. Oh. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, though, at least until we regain control over the sentries. Things aren't looking good for Geode, y'all. Oh, wait, this is
This
place
is
too.
the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please.
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive. Thank the gods. Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it.
Now that's interesting. Oh.
That dust.
I mean, it feels pretty obvious in
What are
hindsight.
you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh. Are you kidding me? No way, dude.
Damn you!
We got a new machine skill?
You can't be here! You need to run now!
Oh.
A trap!
See, that wasn't very cash money of Calyx.
Take care of the others, eh?
Okay, that was actually kind of freaky. Am I just gonna see dust?
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
Damn, that's it's a little rough.
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether.
Yeah, you're in the shit list, buddy. You're getting on the
Seeing
shit
how
list
eager
now.
you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
This seems kind of a banger, though.
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand.
Buddy, you are not putting this on me. No fucking shot.
7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now?
And said, I'm gonna just recycle.
I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
You'd only seek other victims.
It was foolish of me to even ask.
Got that right.
I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
Okay. MSQ kind of swung at me. I'm not gonna lie. That took me for a loop.
Our dear Geode.
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gololja. The blame lies with Calix, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy? Living our lives. What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calix for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him. Wait, where are you going? To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure Nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calix is hiding. But not right now. We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
Just curious. Oh no. okay. I did not have to just see this fiend wings just there.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa. Will you raise a glass?
Oh!
What are the two of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
I suppose I could spare a moment. They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I'd recently lost someone close to me. I'd also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company. So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine, that was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas, and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided. Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this, and why I'll stay the course. Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
I've ever heard that part of the song in an instrumental. Oh yes, coveted piety. People acting oddly. ever heard like story music overtake like area. What the fuck is happening? Wait. Do you just get forced into a cult when you buy a regulator? What the fuck? God.
What's happened? Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you.
Ah, love seeing the death propaganda. Very cool.
Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail. Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossen. As for its source, well...
Calyx.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Let us set a new course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity. Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless. With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
Change isn't easy. No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to register.
Wow, Wuklemat! You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuli-Yolal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option.
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate.
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
The Landscar are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated. Tulichola will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do? I am not their queen.
Very surprised with all the voice cutscenes we've been getting. I kind of just, I don't want to interrupt the moment. Oh, discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed a preservation initiative. Oh, no way this is the dungeon. Fuck, I think it might be the dungeon. I gotta see it. Okay. I will unlock it and I'll probably end the stream there. And then when my friends catch up to this point, I'll just stream the rest of it with them. Oh, or maybe it's not a dungeon at all. Okay, hold on. Hogging. I think that was the last patch's dungeon.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working! stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks, but Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx.
We're more than happy to help, of course. But I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
Okay. Trying to send him a clear message, I see. What the hell? FF14 escape room? Okay. I was playing Zero Escape. Well, first hint was personal belongings, so let's just stop there. Card. Oh, I kinda, should I talk to other people? Oh. Ah, no. Can't believe we're actually playing Final Fantasy 14 Zero Escape. Maybe this won't work. Let's see if I can remember all of that. Wait, isn't this a 5-digit code? I think it's actually like it would say if it was the code. I think is what I mean. I think everyone here will say like numbers. I bet. Inference candidate. This is a report, and that's like a number. Okay, so that can't be it. None of those numbers will probably work. Wait. Results of experiment 158 marked improvement in ether expectation rates set by Master Calyx. I will become endless as per our ascendancy protocols. I will preserve this historic umbrella. X. In my employment and preservation, the organization was familiar to me, but when the recruitment letter arrived, I had a gut feeling that this work would be far more fulfilling than any orthodox medical practice. Mr. Alex's philosophy is the refined ideal of notions. I've only ever gained that mankind must evolve beyond the shackles of its flesh and blood existence. All our colleagues, including the Proto-Lab chief, have been behaving in decidedly suspicious manner of late. Should I report my concerns to the director? I think it's just a Lord Dom, but I actually I'm glad I read that. Okay, so I'm guessing whatever global Jaja had and wants numbers must be linked. Okay, let's try that. Level 2 security card. This is actually zero escape. I'm just doing an escape room. Oh, I imagine it's the one I read. From entries. Is that what he said? Yeah. Gotta be on the hunt chat. You know, I'll be honest, this is like 10 times more interesting than like other MSQ activities. Card. Like, we're actually solving puzzles and shit. Like, oh my god. 4 circuit control panels provide an uninterrupted path. That square in the top left is Shale's terminal. The bottom right should be the generator that controls right. Wait. If... Oh, okay. I understand. Assuming these are the 4 tile patterns, the bottom right is a square and the top right is a half circle. I see what this is supposed to do. So it's essentially saying... Wait, is it saying that Shale's terminal is New North? Like, so I'm like looking at it. Which means that this should be square and this should be circle. Cause yeah, wait, let me just speed to that actually. Sure I'm not stupid. Square facing Shale's terminal. School, okay. Cause this is the power supply. So this is square, that's circle. I think it's like the only hint I'm gonna get actually. Do we have something? Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe Carl has something. Okay. So if they're all supposed to be different and this is guaranteed to be square and circle, we pretty much can just brute force it. Because you can't duplicate, so this has to either be diamond, triangle, or opposite. Wait, how do I activate this? Talk to you again? It'll just automatically do it. Oh, it does. Preservation the early days. Wow, I wonder what that book's about. Preservation and Alexandrian Institute for Technological Development was founded by Calix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. What happened more than 10 years ago? Very constant treatment. key to interdimensional fusion. Key was originally a Malala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here. So what might that tell us? It's basically said the same thing. I think this aligns with what people were saying. Theories on the base expansion. Oh my god, more puzzles! Okay, well, I'm actually gonna be enjoying this, surprisingly. Fuck, let's go, 3D printing. Unless we're actually just looking for it. Maybe we might actually just be looking for it. Obvious place to put the level 3 keycard.
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calix's vision.
Wait, this is the Calix imp?
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways.
Do you know anything about Sphene's mother? I might just
lack
be too
his
far into it.
extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research.
She's talk about, yeah, both of her parents died, duh, okay. think I'm just like thinking way too hard.
I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you...
Well.
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exception.
I kind of don't want to do that though. Ah, damn. I want to keep playing. I'm kind of engaged actually. Like very engaged right now. I think I will. I think after this I'll call. Press fast be put simultaneously at two windows of the Proto Lab, Neutral Lab, and Director's Office. Okay. So we're gonna do some backtracking. I see. God. Electrope has many uses. Watch and learn. What? I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. I guess we'll just not think about that one too much. Oh wait, I can't look at this. Sapphire and a garnet. This is a very, especially the garnet. That's like very specific. Oh, I wonder if the empty one's a fiend by any chance. My God. Alex jump scare. Wait. No, wait. Oh, I thought we were gonna do it. Oh, it's Alexandrite. Okay. I guess coding in that puzzle would have been a lot of work. Oh, wait, there's two more. Oh, this is a map of the place. Wait a second. What does this say? The stones. Sundry is directors. Garnet is teacher lab. Action. Sapphire, honesty, and Garnet is devotion. Wait, I gotta remember. North is Sapphire. Well, I know Garnet's devotion. South. Is that Alexandra, right? Protection. Okay, I got it. Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. I forgot which one was which. Teacher lab is devotion. Rectors is protection. Portal lab is honesty. Okay, Portal lab is honesty. Teacher lab was devotion. Protection.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
It is. But whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only two methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in living memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
I always just assumed it was in living memory.
The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then...
In a world formed of data?
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electrope-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in living memory.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Sphne's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect a sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited living memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
But now you think Calyx might be responsible.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the Keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been. Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary. Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you. Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there. Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into Endless. Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Calyx. The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part. As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key.
That's a pretty convenient explanation.
I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future, not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me?
Okay.
Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Calyx. Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. And I won't let that happen.
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
Okay. I'd say this story is pretty solid so far. I'm gonna go sleep on my time and then we will tackle the rest of the content in this patch.